Listen, everyone, before the show gets started, I want to first let you know that you can always support the show via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. All financial contributions are greatly appreciated, and we really do thank you so much. Let's enjoy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope all is well with you. Listen, make sure you hit that notification thing down there, and also hit that bell, okay? Hit that bell so that you're never left out, you're never confused, you're never wondering as to what I posted, was I on, or are you guys lost, or what is King really doing? Okay? Just make sure I hit that notification. And make sure you subscribe. I love you guys. Talk to you later. What is up, everybody? Turn my mic up. What's up, everybody? Hope all is well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I got a little slizzard on the lizard. Happy Friday to y'all. Let me tell you something. Happy to be here. Give yourselves a hand. Throw some crowds up in the comments. Throw some love up in the comments. We are here. Oh, yes. It's 96 of y'all in the comments. I need 96 of y'all motherfuckers on this weekend to go ahead and hit that goddamn like button. Listen, we get ready to start the show, but guess what? We're going to run a commercial real quick, and when we come back, we'll have everybody here. So listen, tell your mama them, tell your neighbors, tell your friends that we is here on this ride. The Kings in the Court. We're here to bless your weekend. Amen. Yes, we're here to bless your weekend. Ikandala and Ashandala. Oh, yeah. Well, listen, we'll be right back right after these brief messages.
Pinellas County has one of the highest rates of new HIV infections in the country. Ending the HIV epidemic starts with a conversation, real talk about sexual health, even if it's a little uncomfortable. Let's normalize that discussion. Together, we can decrease the number of new HIV infections to less than 3,000 a year by 2030. Ending the HIV epidemic starts with a conversation, and that starts with you. Get the facts at pinellas.floridahealth.gov.
Oh, thanks to God, we is up in here. Oh, yes. Wonderful name. Amen.
Praise him.
Oh, skitty there, Bahasi.
Go in. Let him use you, Jay.
Let him come in, you, Jay.
I've heard he's been there before. Go ahead. Let him dwell in you, Jay.
Let him turn around.
Let's fill you up.
Let him overflow.
Open the floodgate, Jay.
Come through.
It's real sticky in there, ain't it?
All right, listen, y'all. We have a great show lined up for you all on today. Ooh, let me turn this thing down in my ears. Good Lord. Got a great show lined up for you today. Listen,
your ears too.
Wait, what?
It's in his ears, brother.
It's in your ears.
No. All right, so listen, y'all. We have a great show lined up for you today. We're gonna try to get through some things and knock some stuff out the way, just like never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna go ahead and move right on. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
How y'all doing?
Yeah. All right. I'm glad to be here. This has been, as you know, brother, this has been one hard day for me. So I'm just glad to be here. I want to laugh and just have fun and enjoy.
I'm glad to be in the number one more time.
I'm happy to be here. I'm at home with the flu.
Who gave you the flu?
Who came to you?
He coming.
He came in a Honda Accord.
Listen. Let me see what the people's at. Listen, if you are on Facebook, please let me know that you're on Facebook. If you are on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, let me know where you are. And if you're there, please make sure you share this live, okay? I really greatly appreciate it. Don't let the king have to say it too many more times. Let y'all please share the live. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Listen, we don't want to tear it long tonight. We want y'all to have a wonderful time. We want y'all to enjoy yourselves. And listen, let me just do what I want to do. Listen, if you feel good enough to put a drop a cash app, go ahead and hit that cash app. We ain't begging, but we just gonna let you know. Go ahead and drop. You know, we some broke bitches over here. So go ahead and just hit that little cash app and let the
Broco's fry. Jay needs some flu medicine.
Jay needs some Theraflu. Oh Lord.
Giants, you said Twitch. What is Twitch?
Oh yeah, that's my cue. That was my cue.
I said, what is Twitch? You said something about Twitch. What is that?
Twitch is like a little gaming site, but you can go live over there too.
Oh, cool.
Hey CJ, you said you knew. How you doing? Welcome. We welcome you. We welcome you. Amen.
Yes, welcome into the sanctuary.
Yeah, welcome.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Y'all need to stand, rise. Everybody rise. We got Bishop Ward in the comments.
Bishop Ward.
He said Bishop Ward. He said, let me go on and send my offering. Bishop Ward said,
amen, Bishop. You go and sit right to that cash there right now. Let the Lord use you. We don't take $1 over here. Praise God.
We believe in bountiful blessings. Hallelujah.
Listen, we need one of them bishop offerings. Oh,
there it is.
Oh, pray. Hey, Bishop, that was a little low. Wait, hold on, y'all. Bishop, that was a little low. We thank you for the $20.
Well, Bishop, since you go ahead, Bishop, feel free. Go ahead and bless the panel.
Hey, you see my brother? Hey, Lamar, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the sticker. Hey. Oh, Bishop Ward from Memphis. Now, which bishop is that? Raphael Ward. Who is that in Memphis?
Oh, God.
We're going to keep on pushing. All right, listen. Okay, let me see. What we starting with, dears? We starting with on the docket on tonight. Let me see if I can pull this on up. I thought I did it. Yeah, I did it. There you go. On the docket on tonight, we have Superintendent Reverend Raphael Warnock defeats Coon Herschel Worker in Georgia that's really resonating in Texas, but he says he's in Georgia to runoff. We just want to give an applause. Wait a minute, hold on. You know what? I felt that thing. Let me see something. Yes, we want to just give a quick praise break to Bishop Warnock. We want to say thank you, sir. We want to say thank you. Hey, yay! All right, thanks.
Yes.
That was a very interesting.
I'm rather happy that he won, but I'm rather baffled.
Why?
That night, that election was too close for comfort.
It was so close. It was too close.
Yeah, it was very close.
How many ignorant, dumb fools really voted for Hershey? Hershey Kisses.
You know our clear brothers and sisters and some of the.
Well, then we have to say who voted for Trump.
I was befuckered. Like, seriously, Georgia?
Yeah.
I thought Georgia was the new Mississippi for a minute there. I'm telling you.
But you know what helped? You know what too? What made it close? I believe when Brian Kemp went out and campaigned with Herschel Walker, a lot of those Republicans who did not vote for Herschel Walker during the general election, some of them voted for Herschel this time around because Brian Kemp campaigned with.
The fact that Brian Kemp couldn't stomp for Hershey Kisses during the regular election because you knew that would bring your worth down.
Exactly.
So
because he was too closely tied to Trump.
It was too comfort. So now that you won yours, now okay, I can give you some pity stomping. That was
because they
ridiculous.
begged him. Because they went to him and begged him.
And then Marjorie Taylor Greene had the audacity to come out and be mad because they didn't ask her to stomp for him more. They didn't.
So,
at least they.
So basically, you wanted, yeah. So had she came out, the margin would have been even wider than what it was.
Right.
The margin of loss.
One thing about this election that did show me, or I question, does Trump still have the Midas touch? Because I don't know how many candidates he backed, but not many of them placed, did they?
Well, he never. None of his candidates.
Ashley's giving me Elmer Fudd vibes.
What's that?
You're giving me Elmer Fudd vibes.
Why? What's wrong?
Because you got your head pulled down over your eyelids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You was giving low hat trade.
Yeah.
So now I wonder, going into this general election, what?
Chicago. I thought her man beat her for a minute there.
What you said, Ashley?
I said going into this next general election, I wonder what it's going to look like. He has a lot going up against him. He has all these indictments, and it seems like the Republican Party is really trying to distance themselves from him.
Well,
from Trump?
They can't too much distance himself because his popularity is still up there. But they have to distance himself because he's unpopular in a way. So he has popularity in these southern states, but in the fact that we're not even had to waste the sperm was a whole problem. Yes, that was a problem. And as many people know, I couldn't believe it. It was a spit in the face of the African American community.
It was.
They even had the audacity, the vernaculars to put that man up like that. He shouldn't even have done that. That should have been, he should have had more self-respect than anything. But like I said, he's stupid enough to let them.
This is the man that didn't know what a pronoun was. The man who got at a campaign rally and started talking about werewolves and vampires.
And then he turned around and said, "They called me a coon. Do they not know the coon is the smartest animal out there?" I was like, "Oh God,
man, he's a mess."
This man here.
It was embarrassing. It was humiliating. And to be honest with you, I think that the best speech out of all of his speeches was his concession speech. I think he was, and he spit them words out so cool, calm, and collective. He was happy to have lost. Woo, thank you, Jesus. Now I don't have to move to Washington.
Dream.
Now he don't have to move to Washington. I think he was happy to have lost. So, like I said, I think that we finally got the better the better half of a politician up in the office coming out of Georgia. There's only like two Democratic officers out of Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. But it's sad that that's what they come to. We're just gonna find anyone.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put my name out there. If y'all want someone to run next year, in about 6 more years, I'll be happy to move to Georgia, and the Republican Party can stand behind me because I think I might be a better candidate than Hershey.
It seems to be now, even with Warnock's win. Now,
let me deactivate my Twitter first.
You better, baby. You better. Because that opposition researcher, your ass gonna be interested.
All right.
Even with Warnock winning and the slim majority we do have now, with Kristen Sinema saying that she's going to be independent, that kind of shakes things up.
That bitch gets on my nerves. It's always her and Joe Manchin. Always trying to fuck some shit up. But you know why she doing that? Because she knows she done pissed off them Democrats in Arizona, her home state. And she's probably not going to win the primary, which is why she switched to independent.
Right. Isn't she up for a re-election like 2 years? Is it?
In 2 years. Yep.
2 years.
Okay.
So more than likely, she's not going to win. She's not going to win.
So it was a smart move on her behalf because she knows, like, the Democrats they pissed at her.
I mean, she's doing what she has to do to try to at least have a glimmer of hope to keep her seat.
But it still puts her in a position of power too, because now that she has officially declared herself as an independent, so she can still caucus just like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat, and Angus King is not a Democrat, but they caucus with the Democrats. So they still got to cater to her somewhat, because she can take her vote over there with the Republicans if she wants to.
Well, not necessarily.
I think she's going to caucus with Democrats. She said she wasn't going to change much.
I think she's still going to caucus, with the Democrats.
Yeah. And even then, you still have that wild card in our AKA.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's if you got an even split.
If you have
a tie,
So that puts Manchin don't matter anymore.
But Kamala can't vote for committee stuff, can she?
No, she only votes in the event of a tie.
In the event of a tie, she comes sashaying through. She comes ski-weeing. Right on through.
All right. So now that we got Reverend Warnock out the way, next on the docket is Brittany Griner. We're very happy that Brittany is back home. I did have that video, but her wife was at the White House, and President Biden was announcing to her, that Brittany is home. She was like,
y'all saw how he was hugging all up on Brittany's wife. I said, look at Joe. Uncle Joe liked them curves.
That was all game. I think it was. As I said when we were talking before, I feel like that was an uneven exchange. You put people's lives in danger over someone who broke the law. Brittany, first of all, let's just be real. Brittany shouldn't have had her ass over in Russia in the first place.
Well, no,
No. We have not been ever. When have we ever been on good terms with Russia?
But wait,
but she's played over there before, as a lot of other athletes have gone overseas to play. She's played over there before.
NBA player, and they play all over the world.
I get that.
No, Jay, listen. I respect your opinion. I want to just say that. But she's a WNBA player. She plays all over the world. And they do play all over the world. She just happened to go through the airport with a vape pen, which I think was one of the dumbest things. Let me tell you something. I've gone through the airport. Do I need to turn something down? I've gone through the airport with cologne or something, and they'll say, do you want it or not?
Yeah.
Throw it in the trash. They throw it in the trash.
Well, he purposely called my boyfriend.
He what? Ashley?
I don't think
Ashley?
He can't hear us.
Oh.
Well, I hear you now. Can you hear us?
I mean, we hear you, but can you hear us? Come down, selector.
You may need to come out and come back in.
Okay. Come now. But yeah, I think it was really dumb. But there is
I have my earpiece in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Can you add her to the chat?
Oh, where's she at?
Oh.
Where's she at? She's not in here. We take a break for the calls real quick.
Okay. While he figuring that
Okay,
out.
so I was saying was that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just really dumb that they would put her in jail for a vape pen when they could have just clearly just threw it in the garbage if it was that.
But it could have it didn't matter the amount. It's the fact that the amount didn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's Russia's laws. They have straightforward laws. She broke the law in a country that she should not have had her ass in during this time in our country, in the state of where we are at with Russia. Why would anybody in their right? I get that the money. I get the money situation. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you take your ass over to a country that cannot stand Americans? And you broke the law. And so you
ain't she been over there for like 5 years?
Yeah, but the circumstances are different. So Russia is mad at us because we are supplying Ukraine with weapons to defend themselves against the Russians. So they don't like us right now.
They can't stand us right now.
We have sent money and weapons and aid to Ukraine. We have led an international coalition against Russia. We have levied all kinds of sanctions against Russia. We have there, the United States has made the way to make Russia a pariah. We cut them off from the financial system of the world. Their economy is in the toilet.
Close to being at war with Russia.
And so anytime they can take advantage and make a situation out of an American, you better believe they're gonna do it. And because she was famous, it made her a perfect target.
And so she had, and then she broke the law, and I feel for her. I feel for her situation, but you broke the law, son, or bruh, whatever you.
Now, I do think it was unfair, and I think she was unjustly. She was unfairly treated because she is an American.
I mean, it is a whole dude, but don't do that.
Don't do that. You know that's a whole dude. But anyway,
look, Brenda can get it. But yeah,
the law.
Look, I'll be like, "What up, nigga?" You smell real good.
But I'm like you, Jay, in the respect we need to stay away from these countries where we know they do not like us.
Not welcome in. She broke the law, and then she got arrested. And in that arrest, the same thing that happens here in our country. If someone is famous and they break the law, an example is going to be made of them.
But Jay, I think you do have to acknowledge that because she's an American.
Oh, I know.
That there was a lot of bias. There was a lot of bias.
An example was made of her.
Yeah.
Just like in the United States.
Oh, to me it wasn't. Yeah. To me it was much. Yeah.
He made his mistake. We made an example out of El Chapo here in the United States.
Yeah.
So an example was made of her. And so the fact is, yes, she broke the law, but even this whole exchange, we have an arms dealer who's dealing weapons versus someone who smoked weed or who had marijuana or illegal substance. We traded somebody who is could be violent for someone who's non-violent. I think that there's a ploy behind that. And I think that Biden he's hurrying up for his little run in some years.
I think we also have to keep in mind that the original offer was not only for Brittany Griner, but it was for Brittany and Paul Whelan, who is still over there for this one man who is an international arms dealer. And so there are people out there that think it was not a fair exchange because now this man is free and he's probably going to go back to trafficking weapons, helping Russia.
Wait, no, he's free. I thought they just kind of.
No,
it's a swap. He's free.
It's a swap. He's free in Russia. He's gone back home so where he can do what he does from overseas. This was not a fair shake. This was a ploy for votes in 2024. It really was.
But I think the way that it was told was that Russia came to the table and said, we're not giving up Whelan. We'll give up Griner, but we're not giving up Whelan. So
this situation is a little bit deeper. Wheeler was actually over there on behalf of the United States doing spying shit. So I get that situation. They tried to get 2 for 1. Now, if they would have got both of them, it might have been fair. But just one I can't get along with that. It's like someone's life is now at jeopardy because we let this one man out.
But you know what? This also, yes.
I did. Jay, check your setting and see if you have that echo thing click because I hear echo.
Settings echo. I know I got echo cancellation.
Darius, you have echo cancellation?
Do you hear echo when I speak?
No, I only heard it when Jay was talking.
Okay. Yeah. Jay, are you on the computer on your phone?
No, I'm on my MacBook.
Okay.
My broke book. I'm sorry.
Broco's got wait a minute. Broco's got Max.
Everything about me is broke. You know, remember that. Remember that. Remember that.
No.
I just feel like Brittany, that whole situation was not a fair. It really wasn't a fair shake. I think that if once again, if Brittany was not a basketball player, her ass would still be over there picking ice chips.
Yep.
Well, one thing is, I think there were a couple different factors. So one, people kept Brittany's name in the press, like the WNBA, other people.
Oh yeah.
They was on a campaign. They kept Brittany in the public
even the
eye.
college basketball. Even
yes.
while I was watching college basketball, the coaches were wearing free Brittany t-shirts. It was amazing to see that. But
and that put pressure.
Skyfall is absolutely right. The United States has no more leverage. Has shown the fact that we couldn't get a WNBA player out of there shows that we have no leverage.
See, it's a running joke, but I agree. We not broke. We are wealthy and rich. That's what. Hey,
in our spirit.
But you know what? And I think too with this whole situation, they have to look at the equity in terms of salary and pay in the WNBA versus the NBA, because if women in the WNBA were making salaries comparable to what men are making in the NBA, then they wouldn't have to go overseas to countries like Russia, to Italy, places where they go to make money because they can't make it here in the States. So that's an equity issue that the WNBA really needs to be looking at to make basketball more equitable for women as well as men.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And exactly, Kevin is right. He was arrested. Paul was arrested in 2018, and nobody was worried about him under Trump. So Trump didn't even give a damn about him. He didn't, and that Putin was Trump's boy. And
at least Uncle Joe tried to get him out.
Right. And so it just, and I get, and like I said, I get it, but is money worth your freedom and your safety? I bet you now she won't go back.
Hell no, she would take her ass back over there.
I bet you she. I bet you she won't take. I bet you she won't take her ass.
I won't even. If I was her, I wouldn't even take my ass to Mexico.
And I bet you none of them dudes from the WNBA is going back.
They would be wise not to.
I bet you. So like I said, money is, money ain't worth your freedom, and I think she learned that.
It really is not. It really is not. Did we show the picture? I think we did. No, we didn't. No,
what y'all think? What y'all think Brittany's first meal was gonna be when she got home?
Baby, I want some bacon. Ooh, never mind. Oh, never mind.
That's what that was number one.
Baby, she gobbled it up.
Legs first.
Gotta gobble it up real quick because I ain't seen these legs in a little minute.
I bet you them Russians was trying to take her virginity.
At least get that pocketbook.
Yes, let me eat that cookie. My name is Cookie. Wanna buy it?
You come to Russia. I take the cookies. Those cookies.
No,
ooh, baby.
I tell y'all this now. Honestly, I think that with all of this going on, it makes us just kind of look at how much is our life valued, because it's like, if you can leave my ass over there all this long damn time for a goddamn vape pen, bitch.
And granted now, but being fair, she was only over there for 10 months versus somebody that's been over 4 years.
Right, the dude, yeah. So it's like I don't know. We really are living in a weird time.
Somebody said fish tacos.
You are crazy as hell. Listen, we're gonna move right along.
Yes, don't take your asses over there because they don't want us over there. They don't like us. Don't take your asses over there. You get over there, don't make your first phone call us.
Well, I don't want to stay too long on this bitch, but I mean, we're gonna have to talk about this shit anyways. So listen, we're gonna have about 5 minutes to talk about this raggedy asshole.
I am so tired of Juan Aloysius Bottoms.
Hold on, here you go.
A year ago, I was sitting in prayer in my studio. I had just finished praying. And the door unlatched. And I looked up because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, somebody's coming in my studio at this hour. And it was Apostle Stevenson. And when I looked up and I saw him coming, he came to me. But he didn't just come to me, he came in me.
What the hell?
Ooh, come in me.
I know his wife wanted to beat the shit out of her. I know. But wait a minute. Ain't he single now, though, by the way, Jives?
That I cannot confirm.
I thought him and his wife split or had a divorce or something like that.
I cannot confirm that at this present moment.
So
but I'm
Juan
gonna tell you
Aloysius
this.
is trying to throw Juan Aloysius Bottoms.
Listen, if that is the case, you know, Kamala Stevens, she do kind of look like Brittany Griner. I always said that. This and you know what? Matthew got mad. Let me take this bitch off the screen. I don't like him.
I can't stand looking at him.
You know, the thing about it is, I have always said that Matthew Stevens' wife, Camila, is a very beautiful, handsome woman. And she has very much so masculine features, but she's very feminine at the same time. She kind of turns me on a little bit. It just turns me on, you know what I'm saying? But she's very beautiful. She's very...
That is so homosexual.
Well, all of them is homosexuals. But anyways, I mean, the thing about it is, why, first of all, I said this yesterday or the day before yesterday, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's a few things going on. Now, outside of legs and fucking, it's a, you know, that's kind of like spiritual hours. You know what I'm saying? Right, CC, that's that old Ichabus and succubus things. I think Juan was up at 3 o'clock having a little succubus going on.
I don't know what Juan was up playing with the Ouija board or what was going on over there.
Juan was up playing with that rose. That's what she was up playing with that rose and that cucumber. That's what she was up playing with.
She was mad that preacher walked in her hotel room and saw her undergarment spread out.
Child, I'm so sorry.
Because that rose was on the bed too.
She said, "Oh, he said, your quarter about Matthew. Oh, Matthew." Baby, she got that tongue. You know they got that tongue now. Baby, she got the tongue. Oh, Matthew.
Let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Did you watch the whole video? What exactly was she saying?
I can't stomach them. I really can't. I cannot.
But y'all so ignorant. Y'all took that one piece and just y'all was.
But for argument's sake, what if Matthew did come in there?
What if he came in her?
What if he came in her? What if he did come in her?
That would be some tea. That would be a mess. Matthew Stevenson versus.
You know what? If Matthew did come in her, I promise you, she would. I don't know, because one had. I don't know. Maybe one just ain't had the right dick. Maybe Matthew would have been the right dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she would have been calmed down and she would have been a little different. Maybe I think she need her he, she, we. I think that's what I think. Because she like fish. She like that cat. And she like that dick too. So I think she need to get her she need to get a transgender that still got their dick and just, you got titties at the top, dick at the bottom. And
listen, if she even thinks that my man was gonna come in her.
Okay, we not gonna do this right now. We got
$50,000 on her hand. I want it now at my doorstep. Y'all can inbox me. I will give you $20,000 for Juanita Bynum.
Jay, I want you to remember this in 6 years when you move to Georgia.
Hey, sex magic. Yo, he said the sex magic stick can help you conjure up a man or a woman. Folks don't speak on it. All right, wait a minute now. Well, I don't need that. But I mean, what? The sex magic stick. CC, inbox me. We need to talk spiritualistic things, okay? Anyways, we moving right along from Brother Juan. We thank God, right, Miss Sheila. Next. Listen.
Wait a minute, somebody said we can conjure up. I got my Harry Potter wand. Let me see if it works.
The castle spell.
Jesus.
Damn, he ain't in here.
You ain't say the spell.
Matthew Stevenson appeared. Come in.
Come in me.
Come in me.
Be careful what you ask for. Be careful.
That James, the lights start to flicker.
You see, that's a trans woman. That what you talking about is a trans woman.
I want you.
Jay, just stop. You don't know what you say. Just stop now. Miss trying to say something you don't need to be saying.
You were supposed to cast old Harry Potter spell.
Miss trying to say something you don't need to be saying. You gonna have a demon standing over you. How you gonna be for real?
They say you ain't waving the wall right.
Yeah, you remember that movie, The End, with Kevin Hart, and the demon walked in that man's room.
Okay.
And the demon had that dick hanging out.
Ooh.
Oh, you remember that video you showed with the lady and the man? With a demon with the succubus was.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all, let's move right on. Listen, this man is so fine. No, I don't care what nobody say. Lord, forgive this man for being a bystander and watching George Floyd. Yes. Okay. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it. So former, no, we don't want him to burn in hell.
His light-skinned ass need to be roasted.
Former Minneapolis officer J. Alexander Kong, sentenced to 3.5 years, who assisted in the fatal resistance of George Floyd.
That was a federal charge.
Wait, is that his name for real?
Yes.
J. Alexander Kong. He looked like he got a Kong too. Yes.
I wonder, but that was the federal charges. What was his state charge?
I've seen him in Minnesota before. How come he couldn't have been my man?
The state case is still pending.
And see that he's going to do 3.5 in federal, but I'm sure he's going to get more on the statewide. But the problem is he should have got homosexual. Because first of all, but that's okay. He'll be a homosexual in 2 years.
No. He is a homosexual. He is a homosexual.
Is he?
I think he's already serving some state time, so there's still another charge which is still pending.
And he gonna be dropping himself quite a few times.
He really needs to roast because he was responsible for murder as well. You stood there and allowed your fellow officer to kill an African American man, and you did absolutely nothing. You didn't even blink an eye. You were in a nutshell responsible as well. You know, I get the blue wall of silence and oh, that's my brother and all this other stuff because that's the police. But you have to protect and serve the community, and you were not protecting, nor were you serving. Yeah, you were serving your brother, but you were not protecting him at all. You were not protecting any of us so I believe he should get more than 3.5. So I'm sure
he should get
these nuts.
Yes. All right. Listen,
he's gonna get them nuts very short.
He gonna get them where he at.
Listen, when they get done with him, dears, they're gonna say,
"Woo, that'll do it." He's gonna be screaming like your fellow obnoxious blogger.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
He's gonna be screaming like your fellow obnoxious blogger.
No. Next on the docket, I had to throw this one in there. We're gonna go to Jamal them and the people. Wait a minute, hold on, make sure I'm going to the right thing. No, that's not it. No. Okay, we gotta go to Deion Sanders next. But before we get to Deion, I want to hear y'all thoughts.
Showed me that this guy
Hold on.
is my husband.
Let me rewind this whole back. Hold on.
God showed me that this guy is my husband, right? This guy's in a relationship, but he's not married. And I asked my pastor, I say, Pastor, God showed me that this guy was my husband in the dream. And my pastor said, well, if God showed you that, that means that's your husband. And if you try to be with anybody else, it ain't going to work. And that is deliverance to God. I can't go in another relationship or this relationship or that relationship. It's not going to work because God already chose this person for me. Even though he's in a relationship, right? But he's not married. God honor marriages, not boyfriend and girlfriend.
I never heard somebody just being so open about that or okay with that. Like, how is that?
I'm a real person.
How is that?
How is it?
She's stupid.
Most days you cry because you want him to yourself.
Do y'all stay together?
No.
Is it like poly?
No.
You got daughters?
I got one daughter.
You got one daughter. What do you tell your daughter in that situation? If your daughter is Akbari right now, right? And she said, you know, God came to me in a dream, and she said, this man is in a relationship.
I'm sick of her already.
He's my husband, right? What do you tell your daughter?
I tell my daughter to sit back and pray.
Girl.
Sure, she don't go on somewhere with that bullshit she just said.
You know what? And I posted this on my Instagram, and I posted it on Facebook.
She sound like Cousin It. Me and that wig look like Cousin It too.
Man, I'm just like, wait a minute. So you said, okay, somebody else is in a relationship. Now I get it, because I get it. Somebody else is in a relationship, and you're telling me that God said that was your husband. Ma'am, first of all, why are you praying for somebody else that's in a relationship with? That's called covet. And ma'am, like at the end of the day, like you should be so engulfed with yourself that you ain't worried about. Like, man, you won't dick that. You know what? This and you know what? It's a bunch of people that's like, you know what? I mean, that is scripture though. I mean, she praying for him, and I mean, God does honor marriage. He don't honor boyfriend. Girl. I'm like, you know what? I can't. This y'all. Yeah, y'all got it.
But you know what? In all of that, she never once gave any indication that the man actually had a interest.
Say what, Darius?
Does this man actually have an interest in her? She never gave any indication that this man had any interest in her whatsoever. She sounds like a damn fool.
Do it, God. I was like,
she looked like she didn't take her psychotropic medications.
She took her what?
Her psychotropics.
I'm so sick of Akbar. I don't know.
I can't do Akbar relations. Next on the docket, I don't have it up.
Let her get beat up a long time ago.
Oh Jesus, no. Next on the docket is Deion Sanders leaves JSU for Colorado. Now,
anybody should have saw that coming.
I did have this conversation this week, or did we have this last week?
We talked about this week.
Okay, we talked about this week.
Yeah, me, you, Christian, and Diamond.
Yes. First of all, I feel like, and I actually listened to all of it. I'm not mad at him for leaving Jackson State and going to Colorado. One, he went there for a better job. Two, what he did at Jackson State, he really left a mark at Jackson State, but the people don't see that. They only see the fact that you're a black man, you're supposed to be here till death do you part, and take this $300,000 and shut the fuck up and go on. But the man did a lot. But there was a lot of extra stuff that was going on at that school that they're not talking about, though.
It's the typical HBCU bullshit. that goes on at most HBCUs. And so I agree. I think, first of all, let's just be real. If anyone who follows Coach Prime, point blank, he was not going to be there that long. I mean, anybody knows who's paid attention to him should know he wants to go to the NFL. He's going to be an NFL coach somewhere. So, and let's just be honest, being a coach at JSU is not going to get you a ticket in the NFL. So he needed to go somewhere in a Pac-12 or Pac-10. And so he went to a Pac-12 school. And let's just be real. He's going to take, and there is a lot of foolishness going on at that school. Just like at all HBCUs, we still waiting on our refunds. You got people still waiting on school refunds from last year. Them moving. My school don't even own our Lane College here in Jackson don't even own the football field that they play on. It's ridiculous. It belongs to the city. It's ridiculous. The things that go on at these schools. And so while I'm very happy, he did what he had to do for his career. He paid for their workout facilities. He paid for their the locker room at the school.
Uniforms.
Their uniforms. He was coming out of pocket for their suit jackets that they were wearing. He was coming out of pocket with so much stuff for that school. He did so much. He paid for their homecoming. He paid for so much stuff for that school. We're not talking about what he did for the school. Everyone's just mad because he left the school. I would have left too if you playing with my coin.
Yeah.
He moved forward and he moved to a school where he don't have to pay for uniforms because guess what? They have a budget for that. That's one thing white folks ain't doing is they not playing with their money. They not playing with the money over there.
That part.
They not playing. If you Google, like I looked into it when I figured out that we were going to talk about this. I YouTube their facility, their locker room, their facilities are off the chain. I mean, beautiful. The coach's office overlooks the stadium, glass, the workout facility. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna go work out there.
I bet you will. But now, and guess what? His first meeting there, when he met that team, he said, "Guess what? I'm coming."
You know what?
That's what
it gets me.
He coming.
This whole thing. He's coming, baby. He come on like a mighty Russian volcano. But you know what gets me about this whole thing, and I was even listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and the guy was going off. I don't know his name, but he was going off about Dion. He sold us a dream. He this and he that. But here's my thing with people that have so much criticism towards Dion. How many of these people actually give to their HBCUs?
Exactly.
Come on.
Because here's the thing: a lot of the people that are doing the criticizing don't financially contribute.
Right, y'all heard Umar Johnson said.
Oh yes, and to answer the question somebody asked me, am I in Tennessee? Yeah, I'm in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah, and so here's the thing: if we want to help elevate HBCUs, I think we have to financially support HBCUs. And I'm not telling you if you don't have the ability to give millions of dollars, you give what you can give.
But see, the problem with that is,
girl, I call her Umar.
But the problem with that is you can give all day, but if we're not going to do the right thing with the money that you give, why give it? If black people ain't going to do. Did you read into a little bit what was going on? They were taking.
I know they said that there were some things that he was promised that didn't happen. There was some mismanagement of funds. And so this is the thing. Yeah.
Disappearing. It's ridiculous. So why should I give if that money's going to come up missing? Or why should I give and it's going to go in the president's pocket? Or why should I give and the dorm rooms is gonna have mold in it? Why should I give if every shower in the dorms don't work except for one? Why should I give if the trash can't even get taken out on a daily basis? Why should I give to any HBCU if it's not being taken care of correctly?
Miss Baker, I agree with you 100%. If y'all not gonna hold motherfucking Brett Favre responsible for stealing that money and building a goddamn gym for his daughter's school, shut the fuck up about Deion.
Exactly.
Period.
But that's another.
And here's a man that gave of his own salary.
But see, when white people, but when white people's give, they give for a reason. I want a library built, and that library has to be built in 4 years. So I'm gonna pay for it to be built.
You can actually build a library quicker than 4 years.
I'm just saying, and they see things through. Black people, we don't see things through.
I think a lot of it too, Jay, is that a lot of people don't necessarily understand what the inner working sometimes of what happens at institutions, so that they don't see and don't get me wrong, some of these things happen in these big white schools too. They're cleverly hid and they're not known.
And they buy it, but they buy themselves out of stuff because, like I said, if like for instance, prime example here in Jackson, there's a white school that I go to now, Union University. It's on the opposite side of town. Lane College is in the hood. There was a tornado that hit. The tornado took out the entire library of Union University. Do you know they built that library in less than 2 years, bigger and better, quick? Lane College still has, when it rains, you probably got to put buckets underneath the roof. And so and like for instance, it took me, in order to get a refund from an HBCU, it took damn near half the semester. At Union, I got my refund almost the second week of school.
That's what it said. I got mine the second week of school. And be honest, Jay, and if I needed some money, could go in there and walk out with a check.
Exactly. And so, and see, and whenever you go up to, you can never get housing on the phone. You can, at any HBCU, you never can get anybody on the phone. It's ghetto, people in your business, people sleeping with the students. It's all I see. I understand why Deion, because I went to an HBCU, I understand exactly why Deion threw the peace sign up and hit it.
But you know what? What I will say though is that Deion not only elevated Jackson State University, and I have one of my cousins, he's on the coaching staff of Jackson State University, so he worked under Deion. Deion not only elevated Jackson State University, but he elevated all HBCUs because Prime was there. Now you see more HBCUs being shown on television. You see their games being televised. You see Deion brought more money, sponsorships to that school. I mean, they just got a national championship. He just led them to a national championship. I mean, so his impact at the school, I mean, he set them up for success.
Exactly.
So it's not like he used them and left them high and dry. He set them up for success.
But let's just be real. Majority of his success came with his son. His son was the quarterback. So you already know as soon as he goes, that quarterback is gone.
Is the quarterback staying or is he going with Deion, the son?
He probably going with his daddy.
His son is staying.
His son gonna stay?
His son gonna stay.
Okay.
What about the daughter too? Because it's a daughter there too, Anna. Play sports too.
I'm not sure. I mean, from what I understand, even at JSU, Deion's car got broken into on the campus.
Office the day of the game.
Yes, his
stole his wallet.
Stole his wallet out of his car.
Out the office, they broke it
on the HBCU campus.
How does that happen?
Not right. And like I said, a lot of people are saying you can't say that about all HBCUs. You absolutely darn skippy. But majority of the ones that I've seen and majority of the HBCUs that I've been around, that is the same song for majority of them. And I know a lot of people don't want to say, oh, that's your experience. No. I've been around a lot of college students. The National Alumni Association, I've been around a lot of them, and majority of them, we all have the same complaint, the same thing. Now,
so
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Shit do happen on white campuses because
it does.
Like I said, the campus here, Union, there was a murder on that campus, and it got covered up fast as hell. But like I said, but it just I see.
Oh, why didn't you say something, Ashley?
Probably
Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Strike a pose.
Hello, Ashley.
What is Ashley doing? Let me text this phone. Look up.
Look up and live, nigga.
And no, actually, I believe
Daughter God, can you hear us?
And from what I'm looking at here online right now, his son is going with him.
Oh, okay. I was like, I really couldn't see his son staying.
Can you hear us?
Even when he like right here on he did his social media.
Hello?
They did when he
can you hear
down,
us?
And his son got on an Oklahoma hat, and he's boarding the plane.
Hey, go out and come back in.
But why did I say Oklahoma? But he got on the same hat that Deion's going. He's going to.
DeMario, if his computer, if his sound is not working, he may need to also log in through his phone and just play the sound off his phone.
Yeah, his son got a Colorado hat on too. He's going to Colorado too.
Okay, I couldn't see Deion leaving his children there, because if he left his children there, his children would catch the wrath.
Yeah, his children are leaving too. He has no choice. They have no choice.
Okay, so let me do this really quick. Let me see what we got up in here. All right, before we go to what we got Florida Don't Say Gay bill sponsored, indicated on fraud charges related to COVID business loans.
So this is a Florida legislature, a member of the Florida legislature, who was a primary sponsor of the Florida Don't Say Gay bill, who got caught up basically in this COVID fraud. Everybody, how they was getting these PPP loans for businesses and stuff like that. So it's always funny when white people do stuff like this. They get branded differently than black people do. But basically, it's this all caught up with him.
I can't. I don't really too much care about that, because you know how many black folks got that damn prayer power and perseverance loan. We were scamming the hell out that. I mean, we were scamming the hell out that damn PPP loan shit. So I mean, he just joined along. Only difference is he white and he homophobic. That's the only difference. But we were stealing PPP loans. You can Google how many of your cousins got PPP loans.
Barbershop, nail shop.
What you said, and the address goes straight to the hood, to their house.
But yeah, and so here's the thing. But it's a because he's a legislator. Excuse
right,
me.
Kelly. Everybody
he's catching. He's catching federal.
If you were smart, if you were smart when that first round came, listen. If you were smart when that first PPP came around, you got your piece of that,
and then you left it alone. So this man right here, Joseph Harding, that's his name. He obtained more than $150,000 in SB loans by lying on his loan application. It says here, he alleged he listed dormant business entities on his application. Dormant meaning they probably weren't even real. Fabricated a number of people he employed and submitted fake bank statements. That's why they getting him. It ain't because he lied. It's because he submitted that fake shit.
I mean, but in order to get it, he had to submit something.
So they getting his ass for wire fraud, money laundering, and making false statements.
But I just, to be honest with you, I feel like this is because he's homophobic. Because had he had just not been, anyone else, hell, he wouldn't be getting it right now. Because, like I said,
the way I look at it, the DOJ charge, they trying to come after Andrew Gillum. So hell, come after Joseph Harden, get his ass.
Right. Well, Andrew Gillum was different.
Look, I don't care. It's a tomato for a tomato.
I feel now this one I feel is reaching. I feel like they going after this man because he's a big name, and this the same thing that happened with Britney. She was a big name, so they're gonna go after the big name here in America. Because at this point, if you Googled how many people did PPP loans, you'll find your pastor, you'll find it, you'll find your mama. You'll find your mamas. You might find your daddies. All them new cars that came out during the pandemic, all them seafood balls for the whole family was funded by PPP loans. So once again, prayer, power, and perseverance.
Well, I don't want to just put that off on black folks because, I mean, everybody was getting it. White folks was getting it. Black folks was getting it. White folks was out here doing stupid stuff too.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, everybody was getting them a piece.
Everybody was getting them. So now, once again, he just got caught.
Oh, wait a minute. You say the Section 8 people was getting PPP loans?
Maybe,
I know you fucking lying.
No. Yes. Carisha was definitely getting PPP loans.
They got PPP loans.
Woo, that'll do it.
I could try.
Your rent $38 a month, and you getting PPP loans.
Absolutely. All you had to do was say you had a nail salon, or you had a business, or something like that, or you could have came up with a business.
I'm going to jail.
To pay $38 for a business license. You could have got a PPP loan.
Auntie Deb, I believe you. I know. Oh Lord!
Your pastors got PPP loans.
Let's take a poll. How many of y'all out there in the comment section got a PPP loan? by show of hands, or put up your crowns. How many of y'all got PPP loans?
They're not going to put their hands up.
I'm going to jail.
I mean PPP was pressing.
Wait, Susan said.
Wait a minute, you carry your kids as employees. I mean, I guess you could look at it that way. Here, you do pay them. You pay them with food and lodging,
and then they messed up because then it was the forgiveness afterwards. Like after the first one, did they forgive? They forgave them, so they didn't have to pay the first ones back or something like that. So a lot of them lucked up and then went after another go around. So it was multiple PPP loans people got.
I didn't get my PPP loan.
Did you fill out for it?
I did.
Well, they said not today, Satan.
And I'm glad they didn't.
You know what? It's a good thing sometimes when God say no.
They said that girl won't get a dime. They said that chair is too expensive on camera, so they're not gonna give you one. They said you make enough.
That's why I'm mad at all them damn people up in Congress up there in DC that don't want to discharge our student loans, but all them bitches got PPP loans and got them forgiven.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But
y'all don't want to let us get our 20 grand.
And you know what they used? They used their office. They said they needed a loan to get all the
Wait, somebody said people in jail got PPP loans. They did. They did.
Man, that commissary was on stat, baby.
I tell you, put all my money on my books. Thank you.
Listen.
Next, y'all, listen. R. Kelly is, speaking of niggas locked in jail, R. Kelly is still booked up in Cook County, and he just released an album. Now, it sounds really good. Hold on. I got a little snippet. I want y'all to tell what y'all think.
I admit it, I did. I done with a couple of fans. I admit I with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies. Tell me how they call it pedophile because of that. That's crazy. You may have your opinions.
And he wonder why he in prison.
Your opinions. But really, am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? I admit a family member touched me. Touch me.
It's a part 2?
From a child to the age 14. Say I'm abusing these women.
Sound like trapped in the closet.
That's some absurd shit. They brainwashed. Really? Kidnapped. Really?
You can't make this shit up. It's so ghetto on earth. I swear it's ghetto down here.
And he wonder why he in prison. I guess it don't matter now. You got 30 years. You might as well admit it.
I mean, ain't he getting out though?
No.
Nope.
There's too many charges.
Baby, they stuck him with so many charges.
If he gets out in Chicago, he'll be extradited, I think, to New York.
I don't know about that.
I think he's going to be extradited because I think he has charges in other states too.
Yeah, he had charges in multiple states plus the federal charges. So even if he got off some of them charges, he ain't gonna see the light of freedom no time soon. And R. Kelly is how old? He 50? He in his 50s.
He gonna die. He might as well go on and admit it and trapped in the cell.
I mean, you might as well tell it. We already knew the shit anyway. He just admitting it.
Come on now.
Well, in a hole, enough for R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but men from earlier times, I mean, look at Celie and Mister. These older men mess with these little young girls.
I mean, but you still you got to realize
that was the culture.
It was the culture. He was brought up in that time when pimping hoes and
pimping.
And he admitted he was touched. He finally admitted he was touched.
So he ain't got nothing else to do.
I mean, he being
admitted.
I bet you he touching now.
Oh,
you know that good old commissary money keeping him safe.
That good old, that good old, and to be honest,
I know he got some guards.
It's probably not even on commissary because his money is probably being taken to pay back some of these debts he owed.
Well, that's why he had to go ahead and release his album so he could make some money.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of music, Marvin Sapp had something to say about Kanye West in the Gospel Music Awards.
If we did it, it would look like we not Christian. No, you know what I'm saying? They be like, they just, I can't believe they supposed to be saved and they fighting to get Kanye. Well, no, I don't know if that necessarily has to do anything with our religious position or our spiritual position, but I think it does have something to do with, making sure that the playing field is fair. Kanye ain't a gospel artist. He's not. He's just not. He hip hop. He's not a gospel artist. And just because you do a gospel song don't make you a gospel artist.
I agree.
Okay, so let me clap back. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What was Whitney Houston? Would you say she's a gospel artist?
No, Whitney Houston's an R&B artist that can sing gospel. She's an R&B artist that can sing gospel. She was brought up in the church.
He sounded kind of jaded in that. First of all, he needed to take that bright ass shirt off.
Well, he was up here talking about
you start talking about my bishop. Stop.
First, you need to take that. I'm gonna turn that damn shirt off. He sounded kind of jaded in that because I mean there has always been there has been other secular artists who have won gospel that have won gospel.
It's saying your device is not connected.
There has been other secular people who have won in certain gospel genres. He just sounds like he's jealous. No, he's not a gospel artist.
I don't know if he's jealous. I think people who are gospel artists who sing nothing but gospel. I think it's a fair argument. Now, whether they're right or wrong, I'm not going to be the judge of that. But it's a fair argument. If you only sing gospel, if you only put out gospel albums, and somebody who does rap comes on and does a gospel artist and wins a gospel category, a gospel award, then I think I don't want to say he didn't deserve. I mean, despite the fact that Kanye is crazy as fuck.
You wanted to say R. Kelly.
Yeah, I want to say R. Kelly. Despite he crazy too, but despite the fact that Kanye is crazy, artistically, Kanye is a genius.
Mm-hmm.
So he can make good music. Now, whether or not that music came with the anointing or not, I can't say.
It just, it just sounded like he was. Did
Shanteria, can you send that to me on Facebook or Instagram, please? Just inbox it to me because I want to see that. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Now, Snoop did have a good gospel artist album, CCB. He did.
My question is, how many did he just recently get beat by? Did he get beat in a category by him or something recently?
Kanye won. I think I forgot when that was. Was that the Stellars? Was that last year? Whatever it was, he won a gospel award. He beat out a lot of gospel artists, and they did not like that. They was upset about that he was even in the category.
But see, my thing is this: like, I like gospel music. I really don't listen to too much of gospel nowadays. But a lot of this gospel music now, it sounds like trash. Like, it really does. Like, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. Like, Dorinda came out with some, I think she remixed her old album. I was like,
trash.
I don't want to hear no more Clark Sisters. I don't want to hear Kiki, not another time. I'm sick. Kalante, y'all listen, give me something that is
hold on
that ministers to the soul.
Hold on now. You don't throw my little nigga in there now. Don't throw my little boy.
I like Kalante, but I mean Kalante lately. Kalante's almost been like a hit and miss.
See, now I'm gonna put a hit out on you next.
You can, boy, your hole gonna be wide as a screen.
I'm gonna bust your head. It's a white beat because I swear for Jesus, you talk about my man Kalante all again.
Oh, you know what?
Go ahead.
No, listen, I like Kalante. Kalante is very good. But when Kalante got caught up in that, people worried about is he gay or straight stuff. And then it's like he's battling that. And then I think Marvin Sapp was out here acting funny with him, talking about I don't want to stand next to him because he's gay. Well, you a hoe.
A fact.
Marvin said y'all ain't never had no tea on him.
Who ain't?
He said that on Vlad TV.
Don't let me call Kim Brown because Kim Brown said she got some pictures.
Ooh.
This don't make no damn sense. I'm so sick of him.
It just it's
Kim, delete him, Kim, delete him. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin got a lot to say about it.
Yeah, Marvin sure got a whole lot to say. Nisa Guard. Listen, moving right along. Next on the docket, there is the this man. No, he look good though. My God Almighty. Listen,
did you see his replacement?
No. Text it to me, Jay.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Oh, they was talking about, I guess Kiara talking about she had 2 miscarriages. Man, when did you have 2 miscarriages? Because you just got married. I told the folks that she was out here fucking. Now, I knew Kiki was out here fucking herself.
Yeah, I'm so sick of Kiki.
Sign Kiki.
Did you send it to me, Jay?
I'm hold on. I'm getting it down. Give me one moment. When I tell you they've outdone themselves.
Okay, so they disgraced GMA anchor TJ Holmes allegedly cheated with several other female staffers besides co-host Amy Robichaud.
So the tea I read was that they are not going to be reprimanded for their relationship as it was consensual, and they both hold similar titles. Like there's no, they're on the same level. One doesn't report to the other one.
You get what I sent you?
Shonda, well, I got to see another angle.
But while y'all doing that, but the other thing is did y'all see the story came out the other day? They said, baby, apparently TJ was fucking everybody down there at set.
I mean, I can believe it. But wait till they get a hold of his replacement. He gonna be fucking everything and everyone.
But I don't think they're gonna be permanently off the air.
They are. Wait a minute, I'm gonna drop the replacement in the group, and you tell me what you think of the replacement.
Hey,
let me see the replacement.
Thunderbolt. Hey, God. Oh, now that's a better.
Oh God, bye TJ.
Yay!
We'll miss you. We'll miss you till we meet again, TJ.
Yes, Ashley.
Yes,
I hear echo.
I do too.
My.
That's all right, brother. We happy you here.
My God.
I had to call Carter and have him walk me through the Wi-Fi shit.
Let me pull.
Yes, baby. Bye, TJ. We gonna miss you.
Not you threw him to the wolves already.
Hold on. Let me take
the Lord is telling us that it's time for you to go, TJ.
I mean, they're not the replacement. I'm sorry. They're the.
Oh, you talking about the new
stand-ins?
Oh, he's mighty.
Jay, I believe you spoke him. I believe you spoke him into existence with the heavenly language.
A strong tower.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Lord. Now, now who they got filling in for Amy? Ooh,
we old snackapoo.
Where that come from?
Instagram.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, what you just saying?
That's him. That's the new host.
Oh,
Jay, that's what you're supposed to have went into tongues.
I was clearing up my mind right now. I couldn't even do it. I think they want younger TJ. They threw this old.
Maybe that thing right there.
Woo! Yes.
But I bet you any money that man is gay. I bet you any money, so he can't fuck none of the women there.
And he can get it.
I bet you any money this man is gay. I bet you any money.
I don't care what he can get it.
So said it's a snapping teller.
That's a snapping teller.
Yeah, CCB say he don't
want no fish.
No fish. You sure right.
You come over here and get this snapping turtle.
Oh wow.
Baby, come over here. Baby, come on over here and get this quarter powder.
come on over here and get this snapping turtle. Sure.
Yes, baby, this quarter powder, no cheese.
You know what? I don't like the messages it's sending. So they're saying you're telling me two consenting adults can't have a relationship in the workplace?
I mean, but one of them is married. And
it's a snapping turtle.
Everybody's grown. Like, so look at the optics of it, though.
I agree with you, Ashley.
Look at who owns the show. Who's the parent company again? Disney.
Disney is the parent company. ABC.
Look at the optics of it.
It is the optics. It's just I hate the way it sends a message. It doesn't matter if I'm cheating on my wife or not, but you're gonna tell me I can't without losing my job.
But see, the thing is, they were sloppy and they got too comfortable.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I bet you in their contract there is a clause.
Oh,
there is a
morality clause.
A morality clause. So I mean, they couldn't. You and one of them is married. No, you knew that white folks was not gonna go for that.
Especially but like I said, I just read that they're not gonna face any disciplinary actions because it was consensual and they hold similar titles.
So both of them are married.
Yeah, but because they hold similar titles, it's not a situation where one is reporting to the other one. They're on the same level.
Disney don't play. I had a friend who worked for Disney, and she was a choreographer, and she had a selfie of her and another, like one of her students. But her student was like 17, I think, and somebody in the background had a beer in their hand, and all of them got fired.
Disney don't play them games. They don't play around with nobody.
Yeah.
So,
but this is the thing: if you're gonna be cheating on your spouse, especially if you're in the public eye, they might they caught because they was too damn sloppy.
Way too sloppy. They deserve everything they getting coming. She couldn't.
My Lord.
She couldn't resist that black talk.
God.
Folks don't even know how to cheat right today.
Oh, and he a Kappa too? Woo! Jesus. Oh, woo! No. What this man look good?
Someone said, and he went to JSU.
This man fine. I don't care what y'all.
He went to JSU.
Yep, they say he went to JSU.
Oh, he fine.
He fine.
And wait a minute, and TJ's wife is an attorney. Oh, baby, he threw.
She gonna rake him. He need that ABC money.
Oh, his name DeMarco.
He better repent and everything.
Hey, Darius. Maybe I need to ask my man. We can have us an old throw ball.
Not the one you with.
No, I'm just.
I know you fucking lying.
I'm playing.
He's gonna get his head chopped off in his.
I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Oh, he is fine though.
What's his Instagram?
It's DeMarco Morgan.
Let me look.
Drop it in the group.
I just told you to spell it. DeMarco. DeMarco Morgan.
Yes, I found him. Yes, God. Yes. Ooh.
I told you.
Oh no, he is straight. No, wait.
What a twist! It's suspect.
What a twist! It's suspect though.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but something that Mario said a few minutes ago, he's suspect just because of that affiliation. But
excuse you, you're not gonna be disrespectful now.
Oh,
baby, you know how many of them I don't had. They ain't gonna go there.
Shanteria, thank you so much, baby. I got it. Thank you.
I've been running for Jesus for a long time.
I'm not tired yet.
Yes.
Okay. But this man been cheating on his wife for years. This ain't nothing new.
This ain't nothing new.
Listen, let's leave because we stuck on. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. What's that? What is that? Wait, wait, hold on. Wait, whoa, put it down. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go over here on this page now. Wait a minute. Oh my God. And
Jesus.
Oh.
Jesus is my God.
Jesus is alive. Light of the world.
Thank you, Jermaine.
Jesus. Oh, what a wonderful child. New life, new hope to all he brings.
You said thank you, Jermaine. What?
He sent me something. I just saw. He sent me a picture.
Oh, this peacoat is everything, and I want it.
Oh.
Oh,
we cannot be this. Ooh, that P code is nice though.
Everything.
Shondable.
Oh Lord, next case.
Yes, next case. Okay, we being.
I'm with you, CC.
Oh my God, his shoe game is everything. Yeah, we the same.
Bye, TJ. Bye, TJ. We'll miss you.
Okay, so last on the docket, Jamal.
Glory.
Oh, this big dick motherfucker here, Jamal. I'm so
I like how Jay say some shit and then go and then turn his camera off.
So Jamal said,
look at him. Can we go back to the fine news anchor
for people that smell like weed? No, really. New Birth is the largest land-owning black church in America. Wow. And so my position to my deacons is, why aren't we not raising cannabis? I'll be able to bring in black males. They're able to do it legally. I'm teaching them farming.
Oh my God.
I'm helping them to enhance the ecosystem. This is the kind of conversation. So if the guy, black boy in Bankhead said, they growing weed at the church, where do I join?
Yes.
I don't need no pamphlet for him.
I got 5 on it.
They getting ready to put New Birth gonna put him clean back to Baltimore.
No. If they can't,
they ain't finna do that.
First of all, they can't grow weed. They cannot grow weed in Georgia, so that's a no-go. Now, unless you get something worked out, you can't grow it there. Now, unless you're gonna be a hub, like a dispensary or something, you can't grow weed in Georgia.
Hey,
like,
that's what I'm saying. He just coming up with shit to try to make money.
Right, you just want to be controversial.
He need to go sit down. First of all,
I was like, I ain't believe him to the smoking section open up.
Turning church, and I could just see them old deacons now. Who pastor talking about putting that reefer on the compound in the church?
Nigga, you preach a good motherfucking word today.
They read the hell out of them.
Pastor, what time they serving the dinners? I'm hungry.
Okay.
I got the munchies.
Boy, they're gonna be
all the munchies.
They're gonna be tearing the church walls down, trying to get that just don't make no sense.
It's gonna be a fight in church because somebody gonna be got high and told and sister told Mother Janet what she really think of her ass.
There is a lot of ladies that do go to church for dick. So I mean, let them come to church for weed.
I see you looking at my husband, heifer.
That's right. and then they're gonna be sitting there. I mean, they're gonna be sitting out on the sideline talking about, "Ooh, my weed better than yours. I grew a better crop than yours, Sister Maples." Better than yours. They're gonna be fighting over who got the best weed on the church.
So, are we vilifying him for being strategic to get people in the doors of the church? I said he's being strategic. I said, are we vilifying him for trying to get people in the doors a different way?
I don't see how that was strategic because he said something he couldn't back up.
I mean, he can't do it, but I get what he's trying to do. I love his optimistic spirit and his trying to go out and reach new souls and get them engulfed into the church. I love it, and I love every idea. But bruh, weed on New Birth compound in Georgia, really? Oh, okay. So you
try to get New Birth rated,
right? You got a pastor, you got the ex-pastor who was fucking boys, and now the new pastor want to grow weed. That church just can't win.
You had to bring that up.
Thank you. You had to bring that up. That had nothing to do with the conversation, Jay. Allegedly.
It's in the water.
Allegedly.
You have to bring it up, Jay. So
one
messy.
the other one
messy.
One taking boy booty, the other one want to grow cannabis.
Jay, shut the hell up.
We don't know that, Jay.
Leave that man alone.
Who don't? He been preaching in them little bitty two little ass shirts for years on purpose. He wanted them boys to see them pectorals flopping as he was reading the word. So he
Child.
booty.
How do we get
and one wants to grow.
Jamal gonna have new birth like the church was on Greenleaf. The feds gonna be coming in there trying to.
That's Church God in Christ.
You know, brother, we did have one more story if you wanted to do it.
Which one?
That church go.
Gabrielle Union and Boosie.
Oh yeah, that is the one. Okay, Gabrielle Union and Boosie. I had the clip of Gabrielle. I don't have the thing of Boosie, but Gabrielle said that Boosie got dick on the mind.
Obviously.
And Boosie is clapping back at her, calling her bitches and hoes and things. But I'm, to be honest with you, I'm really tired of
basically said your man got dick on the mind. That's what he came back and said. And everybody know it.
Boosie is so antagonistic.
He just don't like gay people. It's just that simple. He's a typical nigga, a typical ignorant nigga. And so he just needs to close his mouth. I don't think he got dick on the brain.
I think something happened to Boosie when he was in jail. Prison. I think something.
Boosie said he walked in, saw that boy riding that dick. Boosie, I think you was the one riding the dick.
I mean, do y'all ever think that Boosie really could be jealous that remember he was trying to buy his son pussy. So if he was trying to buy his son pussy, do you think he could be jealous that their child is living their reality and his child is doing nothing?
I think he is homophobic because first it was Lil Nas X, now it's he's.
I really think Boosie is just being he said so much crazy shit lately. Jay-Z was irrelevant, Nas was irrelevant. He's coming after Gabrielle Union. He's just saying stuff for clickbait.
Lord, CCB say Boosie's 107 years old.
His name ain't been in. He's trying to get his name out there. He's just looking for clout.
He said, I ain't last time I've been in the club, they ain't playing no Jay-Z songs. Well, I ain't heard a Boosie song last time I was in the club.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Last time I was in the club, they played Big Money, and the club almost tore up. I gotta say they is playing his stuff.
But you know what? I think it's a lot of professional jealousy. One, Boosie's career is pretty much kaput. And you got first it was Lil Nas X. I think he was jealous of Lil Nas X's success, and him being a out black gay man. Okay, now it's because Zaya Wade, is Dwayne Wade's child and has a privilege as Dwayne Wade's child.
Right.
I think there's jealousy there too because of the exposure.
And they do play Bootsy Moose.
But he got vilified when he got his child some pussy.
Exactly.
Not enough. It doesn't seem like.
I mean, he is a typical homophobic.
If that was a man who came out and said, "I got my daughter some dick," we wouldn't have heard from him ever again.
He would be shut down.
He'd be in jail.
But since it's a hood nigga saying he got his son some pussy.
Well, people look at women different than they look at men.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's dumb, but that they look at women different than how they look at men. So if somebody said that they got their little 16-year-old daughter, they paid a escort to come and do la-di-da-di-da-di, whatever, they would be like really drugged through the mud. But if a father whatever did it to his son like that, got him some pussy, he'd be tripping.
It's the same thing as when you were 16, you were probably able to have a girlfriend, but a 16-year-old daughter.
I was a virgin now.
We know.
Child, not me.
you probably, well, never mind. I was about to say you probably steal one, but I hear you done finally sold your old oats. Your royal oats.
Sure is. I lost my virginity when I was 24.
You mean you just lost your virginity last month? I mean, anyway,
that new virginity.
That's why he was so jaded in all. He was so jaded in all his videos, just angry. You see, now he got this grin on his face. He just been smiling. Like
He is a lot more happier, isn't he?
He's so much happier. I mean, he ain't cussing nobody out in the comments. He ain't said, "Look here, motherfuckers," in a long ass time.
I am rebranding
because he done released all that pressure.
I am rebranding.
It's all right, brother. I'm glad you released all that pressure.
Look at him. He used to sit up tall in his chair. Now he leaned over to the left a little bit. I look at him. He all relaxed behind the camera. He used to be so angry and just so mean. Now he's just so nice and oh, skied and
what you say, Jalen? Heavy load. He got rid of his heavy load.
He was a heavy load bearer. He was a heavy load bearer. Now he's the release. He has released all that pressure. He came from the mount of the Gethsemane, the place of pressure.
You know
and
what?
Now he's.
Y'all enjoy the show, motherfucker.
Am I gonna have an after show today?
What?
Am I gonna be able to have an after show today?
Woo! That'll do it. Listen, I'm just appreciate everybody that's on here today. Thank y'all so much for being on the show. Listen, if you love the show, make sure you share. We'll see y'all next week.